Hi, I'm Chrissie, and I chose to be baptized today because I want to affirm my faith in Jesus as my Lord and Savior. Before I chose to become a Christian and accept Jesus, my life was not the best. Growing up, I suffered a lot of emotional abuse at home from my father. Going into middle school and elementary school, a lot of emotional and physical abuse from teachers and students. I was bullied a lot, beat up quite a bit. By the time I was 14, I'd had enough. I actually ran away, only to be brought back a week later. Things did not change. I actually went through school still being singled out. By the time I was 16, I'd already had a very negative attitude, didn't care what anybody thought of me. Even up till that point, I still had no interaction with church, Bible, any kind of religious affiliation, just kind of doing my own thing. When I was 16, one of my good friends and I decided to volunteer at a vacation Bible school just for fun. The only thing that really stuck out in my mind at that point was John 3:16, and that is the one verse that stuck with me all of my life and got me through a lot of hard times. I ended up in a toxic relationship, got married to someone. The best thing that came out of that was my two sons. We got divorced. I was a single mom for a very long time. I did a lot of praying, had a lot of good points at that point. Found a nice man, got married, and I think God at that point was starting to work in me. He answered a lot of my prayers with my husband. I had a good job. My boys were being raised right. And then my mom got sick one day, and I had to become her caregiver. Couldn't be her daughter because I couldn't show emotion, or that would just break me. But after a year of being sick, she passed away. And she really was my go-to person while I was growing up. And she was on the religious side. She really tried to get me to listen to, her Christian music. And I was always kind of against it. But when she passed away, I was driving down the road one day and I wanted to feel close to her. So I turned on a Christian music station, and the song Scars in Heaven was on, and I listened and I just broke down and I had to pull over and I wept. And at that point I said, okay, God, I give up, I surrender. Take me, do with me what you will. And at that point, I just let everything come out, all the pain of the years of growing up, all the misery, everything came out. I cried and I cried, and I took a deep breath and I felt such relief, and it was just such a warm feeling. And since then, I have picked up a Bible. I have found the blessing of Faith Wesleyan Church, and all the family here have been so wonderful. My life has turned around 360%. There's so much love in this world. God has done so much for me. Anytime I have a problem, I pray. And believe it or not, it may not be right away, but my prayers get answered. And you don't hear a physical voice, but you hear it. You hear it in your heart. You hear it in your mind. If I could have done it sooner, if I could go back, I would have done it sooner. But accepting Jesus as my Lord and Savior has been the best thing I've ever done. So I am here to attest I love God, and I cannot wait to see what my future holds. My name is Chrissie Perry, and I attest that I am here to affirm that Jesus is my Lord and Savior.